Snowmass Village, Colorado, Sunshine Spring Skiing. We got the introduction of a new ski brand. Hi, this is Phil Pugliese with SkiTalk.com with Bode Miller, and Bode's introducing his new line of skis, Peak. Bode, tell us what's going on here.
Well, first I got to apologize to you because we skied together on my previous ski crossing.
Yep.
And I'm not a big fan of swapping around that much. If I could, I would have stayed with one company, but I'm always in search of trying to do something that helps the sport and makes the skis better. So this was a really important step for us. We got to sort of start from the ground up with a new company, really engineering the ski from the scratch. You remember me telling you about it. Like I was a modification. It was kind of a lot of different stuff in that ski, and it turned out fine. This is the first versions and the first prototypes and sort of production run that I really feel I can get behind 100%. It's a totally different system to what we worked on.
Yep.
And it was really fun to see it go through the iterations and get to where we are now, where have something that skis unlike anything else on the mountain, really. I mean, it's just a totally different system of how the ski gets grip and turns. And Peak is kind of where we're at. This will be the last one. I can guarantee you that. So if those of you are holding out to see if there was any locking it in, this is it.
Well, you're taking a double barrel approach to the industry. You've got an 88, a 98, 104, and a 110, along with two side country skis. So you're really going towards the meat of the market with those skis. So in addressing that, what makes your skis different from everybody else's?
Really a fundamental shift in how you turn, how the ski gets grip, how it produces radius. And while, I built the first shape skis, or at least the K2s, at the same time, maybe our people would argue Alon actually was doing it in Europe, but the K2 was the first one to really take off and blow up. And the problem with a shape ski is the power and the sort of radius all comes from the widest point at the tip. And depending on early rise rocker, it's still the same thing. You're still dealing with that, power and turn radius all coming from the far out points. And that's great if you're on perfectly groomed stuff where it's smooth and you're getting contact all the time. But I always had a problem when it's rougher, you're in different snow, that tip can't do its job because it's always kind of hitting different stuff and bopping around, and it disrupts the radius. In this case, we have a Keyhole Technology right here that really just brings the power and all the energy transfer and all the radius into the middle of the ski. And to do that, we had to reduce the radius. These are 24-meter radius skis.
Okay.
And that also reduces weight at the tip, so swing weight's less because there's less mass. You don't have that big wide shovel. And it's really forgiving, and you can ski a bit faster, and they don't get so rowdy. So it solved like 4 problems at once that, again, matching it all up and getting it into something that ultimately is, in my opinion, world class was tough.
Yep.
But this ski I skied on 2 days ago for the first time. This is the last generation, the last fix of the prototypes. And it was the first ski since I was on World Cup skis that I did not find the ceiling. I shut it down on the hardest snow I could find, sideways, broke it off an arc in the middle of a deep, high angulation arc and just went straight to a slide. Never got any bounce, it just didn't misbehave at all. And that's really the advantage of bringing it in here is you have a much bigger sweet spot, way easier to balance on, and more consistently gives you feedback.
Well, this gives you a bit of an insight here into what Bode has going on with his new collection. So we're really excited about it. We're looking forward to getting some of these in our test fleet sometime soon. Again, this is Phil Pugliese here with Bode Miller in Snowmass Village. If you like what you see here, follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're going to go out and ski first tracks. So we'll see you out there on the hill.